Class is dismissed, boys and girls.
You're in. The zone!
Previously on the YTV Retrospective.
I want my cookies!
Check this out. Everybody. Check it out.
In 1963, Marvel Comics released The Uncanny X-Men, which was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. The exploits of a team of mutants, those born with superhuman abilities, consisting of Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Angel, Beast, Iceman, and their mentor, Professor X, as they battle other villainous mutants and the prejudices they face, seeking equality among regular humans. The original series initially ran for 66 issues before being cancelled in 1970. However, in 1975, the X-Men returned in a big way with giant-sized X-Men #1, featuring more diverse members including from Africa, Storm, from Germany, Nightcrawler, from Russia, Colossus, and former Hulk adversary turned poster boy for the group, from Canada, Wolverine. From then on, the comics featured some of the most iconic stories and characters. It wouldn't be long before they made the jump to television. Initially, they made guest appearances on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, with Iceman being a main character as one of the Amazing Friends. A pilot was made in 1989, known as Pride of the X-Men. However, it didn't meet expectations, so it didn't go any further. It did get some attention thanks to appearing on the syndicated block Marvel Action Universe, a VHS release, and a beat-em-up arcade game from Konami. Then in 1992, thanks in huge part by TV executive Margaret Loesch, X-Men the Animated Series premiered on the children's block Fox Kids, which, alongside Batman the Animated Series, revolutionized superhero cartoons. It was a huge gamble as, at the time, Marvel Productions was mostly known for everything outside of the Marvel superheroes. They were more famous for shows like The Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Dungeons & Dragons, and Muppet Babies. Their superhero output was not as strong compared to their rivals DC Comics, which was mostly dominating Saturday mornings with the Super Friends. With X-Men's success, this led to Marvel experimenting with more superheroes, like Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, and the Avengers Unite They Stand. Instead of creating a Marvel cartoon universe, an MCU before the live-action MCU even existed. And it didn't stop there. In 2000, the X-Men made a huge leap to the big screen in their motion picture debut, starring Sir Patrick Stewart, Sir Ian McKellen, Halle Berry, James Marsden, Anna Paquin, and Hugh Jackman, which proved to be successful, gaining a trilogy of movies and an origin. Yeah, we don't talk about that. As I was saying, a standalone movie for Wolverine. Not long after the first movie's release, a reboot of this classic superhero team was brought to television, with X-Men Evolution. X-Men Evolution is a new take on the mutant team, as they are teenagers attending a high school in Long Island, while the X-Mansion is depicted as a group home instead of a boarding school. The initial cast for Season 1 consists of Scott Summers, Cyclops, the team leader who shoots optic beams.
It's nice, hey?
Sehr good. Is it yours? Please tell me you get to fly it.
It's ours. And if you stick around for a while, I'll show you how to pilot this bad boy.
Jean Grey, the telepath, who's also Cyclops' girlfriend.
You called your gift a curse. If you go with him, I guarantee you it will be.
Kurt Wagner, Nightcrawler, the Blue Teleporter.
It's a training area. Watch. I just pull the plug and...
Kitty Pryde, Shadowcat, who can phase through solid objects.
Hi. Oh, I already said that. What you doing?
I am definitely gonna be ill.
And Evan Daniels, Spike, an original character for the show who could protrude bone spikes from his body.
Ladies, maybe we can all help each other out here.
What do you want?
Look, you two think you can stop arguing long enough to help me do something important?
Like what?
I'll explain on the way. But just to warn you first, we might have to do a bit of improvising.
They are mentored by Charles Xavier, Professor X, a powerful telepath.
Normal is what you truly are. Never think otherwise.
Aurora Monroe, Storm, a master of manipulating the weather, and Spike's aunt.
I don't know why you have chosen to attack me. And in truth, I don't much care. This is my home, and you are not welcome here.
And Logan, Wolverine, the gruff Canadian with a healing factor and adamantium-laced bones and claws.
Unfinished business, runt. Bring it on, Pops. Bring it on.
The opposing villains, the Brotherhood, consists of Mystique, a shapeshifter posing as the high school principal.
We don't want to thin our ranks now, do we?
No, sir. I'll be more careful.
Toad, the gross kid with frog-like abilities.
And at least I don't reek like unwashed lederhosen, you blue-furred freak! Ah!
Quicksilver, the speedster.
Remember, Daniels, anything you can do, I can do better. Mind if I take that back?
Blob, the obese heavy hitter.
I got too much power even for you! You can't hurt me! I'm the Blob!
Avalanche, who can generate tremors.
Time to rock and roll.
And Rogue, the goth outsider who can absorb the powers and memories of anyone she touches, who later joins the X-Men.
Let's just say he missed the bus thanks to a little miscommunication about the departure time.
Now let's rejoin the others and break the tragic news.
No more secrets! Your powers are mine. Your memories are mine.
Other villains include Sabretooth, Wolverine's arch-nemesis with similar powers.
I know about Magneto. Then you know I'm the one who belongs to this side, not you. You're right. Not me.
Juggernaut, Professor X's half-brother who becomes an unstoppable force thanks to magic.
Mutant kids now. Too bad you don't have your papa to help this time.
And Magneto, the secret leader of the Brotherhood, Quicksilver's father and Professor X's former friend.
And it is an offer, Scott. I won't force you to go through it.
This is a unique approach to the Uncanny Mutants, as this series takes many cues from the teen drama series that were airing at the time, primarily Buffy the Vampire Slayer. In fact, the series creator of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Joss Whedon, has openly mentioned that the inspiration for Buffy was in fact Kitty Pryde. As the series progressed, more characters were added, from becoming part of the main cast to becoming recurring characters to guest appearances, including Beast, Iceman, Havoc, Scarlet Witch, Gambit, Colossus, Angel, Apocalypse, Nick Fury, Captain America, and in the similar vein of Herbie, Firestar, Harley Quinn, and Terry McGinnis, being animated originals becoming comic mainstays, and also the debut of X-23. The cast includes Kirby Morrow, Venus Teruzzo, Brad Swale, Megan Black, Maggie Blue O'Hara, Scott McNeil, Kirsten Williamson, David Kay, Michael Kopsa, Neil Dennis, Colleen Wheeler, Christopher Gray, Richard Ian Cox, Noel Fisher, Michael Dobson, Kelly Sheridan, Christopher Judge, Michael Donovan, Paul Dobson, Dale Wilson, Andrea Libman, and Jim Byers, among many others. From 2000 to 2003, X-Men Evolution ran for 4 seasons with 52 episodes. It was created by Marty Eisenberg, Robert N. Skur, and David Wise. It was produced by Film Roman and Marvel Studios, with animation done by Madhouse and DR Movie. The series first aired in America as part of Kids WB, as Warner Brothers would have distribution rights for the series, until Disney would get the rights years later and would air it on Disney XD. On YTV, it was part of the initial lineup for the Saturday morning block, Vortex. The series had many DVD releases, but no complete series release aside from its 3rd season. The entire series, however, is available for streaming on Disney+. High school has its challenges, but this team can overcome any obstacle. When we come back, a lost nebula awaits us, with puppets. Brats in Space!
Next time on the YTV Retrospective.
Attention all squad ships, be on the lookout for a lost nebula. Last seen with a bunch of brats. Brat number 1 is a boy named Zadam. Just don't touch his hair, it's perfect. Brat number 2 answers to Pippi Tripley. Brat number 3 is Ryle the Rhino Boy. Brat number 4 goes by the name Nirvana the Elf Girl. Brat number 5 is Duncan the Hutt, nephew of Jabba. Brat number 6, well, that's not a brat, that's the Roswell alien. Brats of the Lost Nebula, Saturdays at 3. Leave it away on YTV.
Why?
Check this out. it out.
Do you ever wonder what could happen under an umbrella tree? Sunny days of thunder, your friends are waiting under the umbrella tree.
Hi, I'm Catherine Disher. I voice Jean Grey and the Phoenix in the original X-Men the animated series cartoon. I am in X-Men 97 playing Val Cooper. I am the voice of Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3. And I am a Hallmark staple. I'm all over the Hallmark channel. I did the series Good Witch for 7 years. And I'm here because you're watching YTV Retrospective. Keep watching.
Number 31, the... Oh no! Call security!